Cut the head, save the herd. In the next 10 minutes, you'll see how one determined person can sour a whole team, and how removing that single voice can turn everything around. Story told by Daniel Ortiz, the guy who still believes a good story can teach more than any lecture. So lean in, because this one starts in a loud, sweaty factory and ends with a quiet choice that saved a town's livelihood. Manny Vega owned a mid-sized packaging plant in Fresno. He had 43 employees, 3 shifts, and 1 chronic problem. Every afternoon, right before the bell, a stocky mechanic named Troy would park his toolbox near the time clock and start talking. He talked about how cheap the owners were. He reminded everyone their raises were 2 years late. He joked that the new safety goggles were dollar store toys. By the time the night shift arrived, the air was thick with grumbling. Productivity dipped, mistakes rose, and 2 supervisors quit inside 4 months. Manny tried the usual fixes. He bought pizza for the crew on Fridays. He added a 10-minute break. He even posted bright red signs that read, "Your work matters." Nothing changed. The grumbling kept spreading, like oil under a machine you can't quite wipe up. One Thursday, the night foreman, Rosa, caught Troy telling a new kid to drag his feet on the glue line. She phoned Manny at home. Manny drove back, parked behind the loading dock, and watched from the shadows. He saw Troy laugh, slap backs, and point toward the office window with a sneer. That single man was holding the mood of 43 people in his thick, calloused hands. Manny remembered a line he'd read somewhere, "Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter." He didn't sleep that night. Troy had been with him since year 1. He knew the serial numbers on every old press. Firing felt brutal, maybe suicidal. But keeping him felt worse. Friday morning, Manny called Troy into the small conference room. He slid a termination letter across the table. No shouting, no debate, just a calm, "Today's your last day. HR has the paperwork." Troy laughed once, said, "This place will fall apart without me," then slammed the door so hard the blinds rattled. The rest of the shift watched him carry his toolbox out. Some looked scared, like the roof might cave. By lunch, the place was quieter than a library. Manny walked the floor, expecting cold stares. Instead, one woman, Elena, asked if the night crew could rotate jobs to fight boredom. Another guy suggested a monthly safety raffle. Ideas started popping like kernels in oil. Within a month, output climbed 12%. 0 defects for 10 straight days. The 2 supervisors who'd left asked to come back. Manny never gave another pizza speech. He simply removed the one voice feeding the poison, and the herd found its own healthy rhythm. 2 years later, the plant doubled its contracts and hired 20 new people. During the Christmas toast, Manny raised a glass and said, "Sometimes protecting the flock means letting go of the wolf." Everyone cheered, even the ones who'd once followed Troy. They weren't sheep, they were workers who just needed space to breathe. Summary: trouble often travels through one confident voice that trains others to doubt. Spot that voice early. Remove it cleanly. The rest will surprise you with how quickly they stand taller, speak kinder, and work like the place is theirs.